Let's start with Zack Wheeler.
All right, fine.
He's probably the
Override
best
my choice.
and most important Philly. I'm giving him an A+. Zack Wheeler was tremendous this year. Here's the stats from JP's graphic: 32 games played, 16-7 on the year, 2.57 ERA, a 6.1 WAR, second in baseball, only behind Chris Sale at 6.2, I believe. 200 innings pitched, 224 strikeouts, .955 WHIP, and then of course was spectacular in the postseason. Zack Wheeler did say it was a goal of his to get 200 innings pitched and 200 strikeouts this year. I'm giving him an A+. He's as close to perfect as a pitcher could be. Great fielder, kept teams in games, dominated strikeouts, innings. There was only 4 games this year where he allowed more than 4 earned runs. He was the first Phillies pitcher since the mound moved to its current distance in 1893 to go 6+ innings and allow 2 or fewer runs in 11 consecutive starts. The lowest ERA by a Philly starter since Aaron Nola's 2.37 in 2018. He's behind Sale in wins, ERA, FIP, strikeouts, and FWAR, but he best Sale in WHIP, opponent's batting average, on-base percentage, and OPS. Really good case for a Cy Young. We probably both agree that Chris Sale is going to get it, unfortunately. But since he's been a Philly, Zack Wheeler is phenomenal. A+ across the board. I don't know what else I could ask from the guy.
Okay. Professor Goody
boy.
Two-Shoes over here, Professor Fluff. Listen, it's funny because I was told, Mickey Durkin said I was a Goody Two-Shoes, which I was, although K-Red was a delinquent. And it's funny because when it comes, and he said it himself, when it comes to our grading, our roles are reversed, and I'm a little bit harsher.
Where are you going with Zack Wheeler? What are you doing? Don't tell me what. What do you got?
So I told you guys, everybody across this team lost points because everybody across this team, or as a team, I should say, you did not have a strong finish to the season. You got knocked out of the NLDS. You played awful baseball the second half of the season. So for Zack, and I actually had mentioned in my notes as well about him being the first Phillies pitcher to go 6 innings, plus innings and have 2. That's a huge stat. Fantastic.
Pretty
incredible.
good. 1893.
Pretty good. 1893 that record held up. The lowest ERA, as we talked about being a Cy Young and how he had phenomenal numbers this season, was top in wins, ERA, FIP with 3.13, strikeouts with 224. His FWAR at a 5.5. Also had a better whip than Chris Sale. His opponent's batting average was a .192. His opponent's on-base percentage, a .253, OPS .581. And for Zack Wheeler, as he mentioned, he did so much for this team, including getting over 200 innings pitched again. So another season of him going over 200. And then also the quality starts that he had, 26 quality starts. He also had only 6 games the entire 33 games he pitched this season where he pitched 5 innings or less. The rest of his season, he was able to go 6+ innings. And we talked about the success of his 6+ consecutive innings to close out the regular season. Zack Wheeler honestly was phenomenal. And he was saying his goal is to get 200 innings, 200 strikeouts, but also to try to get the team wins and help the best way he can. The only thing Zack Wheeler could have done differently is maybe go take some bats. Let's get back to some pitchers.
He might
batting
have been better than some of these guys.
Because the way that it was a disservice to him and his phenomenal pitching, the way that the offense did not show up. I know it was brought up in the chat. Game 1 of the NLDS still lives rent-free in my head. The fact that this man literally had one of the best playoff performances we've ever seen in baseball and did not get any support, has the 5th lowest ERA of any Major League Baseball player with 10 or more starts in the postseason since ERA became official back in 1913. Came into the postseason phenomenal and was incredible in his 111 pitches and 7 shutout innings. I actually give him an A+ as well.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, what else could you answer? I thought you were going to go A-.
No, I know. No. Everybody else on the team has been knocked down some grades and letters and pegs and whatever numbers you want to call it. But Zack Wheeler did everything he possibly could. And it's insane because he started off the season. We remember he was 0-3 to start off the season with under a 3 ERA. And the Phillies offense did not give him any run support. And how did they finish the season? The Phillies offense did not give him any run support. So throughout this year, he was incredible. His best month, August, he had a 1.62 ERA in the month of August. Was 3-1 in that month, and in that time gave up a total of 8 runs across 28 pitches, and 7 of those were earned. Zack Wheeler had a steady season. His most challenging quote-unquote month was July, when he posted a 3.91 ERA. Right after coming out of the All-Star break, and that was just in 2 games. Zack Wheeler was everything you could have asked for from your ace, and it's a shame because he just did not get any support from the team. It's an A for me.
A. So you already dropped it.
I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. A plus. A plus. I'm sorry. Forgot.
All right,
I can't give out an A plus.
What do you got for Zack Wheeler?
What's happening, guys? First off, Renee being a little dramatic there. You had us all on the edge of our seat. What's she gonna grade him?
So I had to mix it up.
I mean, you gotta give him an A+, right? All you can ask for any of these players is go out and do your job. Zack Wheeler did his job with flying colors, and anytime it's Wheels Day, you guys already know you're gonna get wheels up. You're gonna get a good pitching performance, and I threw in the stat line from game 1 because, dude, you should have won that game. Zack Wheeler came in a playoff game 1 at home, left you with no run scored, and you lost it. So Zack Wheeler, love it. He's our ace. Can't wait to see what he brings out next.
We all silly like the mayor.